For centuries, the galaxy had been a predictable place. Empires rose and fell, warships clashed in silent voids, and science governed all. The Creel calculated, the Solari predicted, and the Drenvier simulated every outcome before acting. It was an intricate, balanced machine until humans showed up. Admiral Zoker of the Creel Confederacy stood on the edge of the war table, his translucent mandibles twitching in disbelief. Before him hovered the latest battlefield reports, and they made absolutely no sense. "You're telling me," he said, his voice trembling with restrained fury, "that a single human corvette, a cargo corvette, disabled a Drenvier dreadnought?" His aide, a young tactician with feathers dulled by stress, nodded slowly. "Yes, Admiral. It appears they hacked the dreadnought's AI by transmitting a joke. A human joke." Zoker blinked. A joke. Something called a meme. It depicted two felines, one asking for cheeseburgers. For a moment silence reigned. Then Zoker leaned forward and hissed, "So we are at war with comedy now?" Across the galaxy, similar reports poured in. Human ships didn't follow known propulsion logic. Their soldiers wore exosuits that defied physics. One squad reportedly survived direct hits from orbital cannons because their armor was made from modified playground material, some flexible, carbon-infused polymer humans called tire rubber. The Drenvier tried to replicate it. It exploded on contact with oxygen. The humans didn't seem to understand limits. They built weapons from things other species considered junk. They used chaos as strategy and innovation as instinct. Entire alien think tanks now debated whether humans were geniuses, or just really lucky. It all started 5 galactic cycles ago, when humanity joined the Galactic Union. They arrived late, with outdated tech and arrogant grins. The Council laughed behind closed doors. "They're primitives," scoffed the Solari diplomat, luminous and wise. "Let them play ambassador. Their curiosity will fade." Didn't. Within 3 cycles, human tech was outperforming standard-issue galactic equipment by a factor of 5. Their ships were faster, though nobody understood how. Their medtech was stranger still, regenerating organs using something they called stem cell soup, delivered via high-pressure noodles. Noodles. The galaxy's finest minds began to panic. How could a species so illogical, so chaotic, break every rule of science and still win? Captain Rayla of the Drenvier fleet had seen enough. She ordered a direct assault on Earth itself, to cripple humanity before their madness spread any further. The fleet departed with pride and confidence. They didn't even make it past Jupiter. A single human defense platform activated. No massive weapons. No army. Just silence. Rayla's sensors detected a cloud of satellites. Then came the signal, a human broadcast from an old 21st century file. The fleet AI locked up. Every ship crashed. Post-analysis revealed the weapon, an encrypted Rick Astley song. They had been Rick-rolled. By the time the Drenvier rebooted, they were surrounded by smiling human captains offering tea and sarcastic peace treaties. Rayla returned to her homeworld in disgrace, muttering about bait and hack audio warfare and weaponized nostalgia. Meanwhile, in laboratories across the Union, scientists attempted to reverse-engineer human tech. They started with the simplest piece, the human multi-tool, a small, handheld device that could cut, weld, screw, and, inexplicably, open wine bottles. Despite months of study, the device resisted all attempts at replication. It seemed to function partly on mechanical principles, partly on hope. One Drenvier physicist reportedly burst into tears. "It's like it wants to work," she sobbed. A Creel engineer tried copying a human reactor core. It produced unlimited energy, but only when someone swore at it loudly enough. "They're fueled by rage?" He screamed as the core surged. No one knew what to believe anymore. On the galactic holonet, conspiracy theories flourished. Humans are post-ascended beings playing dumb. No. They're AI constructs simulating creativity. They made a black hole for art. But the humans just shrugged, laughed, and said things like, we figured it out in a garage. A garage. Zoker finally snapped when he read the latest bulletin. A human child had defeated an advanced Creel chess AI using a strategy from something called Uno reverse logic. The AI had self-terminated out of shame. Enough! Zoker screamed. They are unraveling reality. We must stop this madness. But it was already too late. Human tech had infected every corner of the galaxy. Planets upgraded their infrastructure using open-source blueprints from a human forum called Reddit. Spacefarers replaced old NAV systems with something called Waze Warp. A galactic cookbook now listed human spaghetti code as both a software method and a literal recipe. The Galactic Union tried banning human tech. A week later, half their bureaucrats had secretly installed human-designed coffee machines in protest. One Creel diplomat whispered, "Their caffeine tech. It's divine." And yet, the humans weren't malicious. They offered help freely. They shared their absurd, unpredictable designs with childlike excitement. To them, the galaxy wasn't a puzzle to control. It was a playground to explore. They failed, adapted, laughed, then hacked physics just to see what would happen. As one Solari elder sighed, they don't follow rules. They rewrite them. In time, even Zoker relented. At a ceremonial address welcoming Earth's entry into the Galactic High Council, he looked out at the crowd. A sea of humans in suits, robes, spacesuits, and someone in a banana costume. He cleared his throat. Nothing in this galaxy makes sense anymore. And somehow that's exactly what we need. The humans clapped.